If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. John Quincy Adams. This year, each member of our state officer team has grown in their own way. Through creativity, communication, courage, dependability, and innovation, we've each developed new character traits. Now, we would like to take a few moments to thank you for letting us serve as your 2014-2015 Nebraska HOSA State Officer Team.
They fade to gray. I don't wanna miss even just a second more of this.
Having been a part of the state officer team this past year has changed my life in many ways. I've acquired a multitude of skills that have and will affect the way I lead my future as a health professional. Through HOSA, I learned to build a better frame for the basis of my leadership. One of the most important skills I learned to embrace is the ability to be creative. As Linda Naiman once said, once we engage in what we are naturally suited to do, that work becomes play, and it is play that stimulates our creativity. I believe that I was naturally meant to be a leader, and my vision for HOSA has now transformed into a reality. Besides discovering more of who I am, I have also made lifelong friends in both my fellow officers and in the building blocks of HOSA, all of you. It was so satisfying to get to meet and see members actively spreading our mission in their community and working hard to achieve their goals. I would like to formally thank Nebraska HOSA and all of HOSA's incredible and driven members and advisors for giving me the opportunity to serve as your 2014-2015 State Vice President.
Being a member of the Nebraska HOSA State Officer Team has taught me a lot about myself, but most importantly, what kind of a leader I am. Leadership is more than just some title or role, but a skill, and that skill has many components to it, but the most valuable part of the leadership skill that I've learned is communication. To be honest, I struggled to effectively communicate with my fellow officers, but over time I've gotten the opportunity to perfect that skill by helping them plan 3 conferences a year and being able to communicate with the other officers who have different styles of presenting ideas. I believe I have gained the skill of communication. In addition, getting the chance to talk to a few U members and start a conversation has helped develop the skill of communicating and in turn use it in my everyday life. Thank you, Nebraska HOSA, for giving me that opportunity to serve you all as a state vice president and gain valuable leadership skills like communication.
It's too late. It happens in a blink. It happens in a flash. Happens in the time it took to look back. I try to hold
Leadership is not always easy. It takes a lot of courage and strength to stand up and be a true leader. Being a Nebraska HOSA state officer has been a life-changing experience for all of us. We have each gained valuable leadership skills that have helped us grow as individuals and as a team. But I believe the most important leadership skill I gained was courage. The courage to stand up and speak in front of hundreds of people. The courage to share my ideas. And most importantly, the courage to be myself. I've always considered myself a pretty extroverted person. I've struggled to speak in front of people and communicate with others at times. 2 things I had to work very hard to manage just a year ago. I know the courage I've developed has given me the ability to better connect with the HOSA members and more effectively lead as the Nebraska HOSA State Vice President. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I hope I served you well.
There are many styles and types of leaders. HOSA has taught me to be a more dependable leader. Being almost 3 hours away from everyone on my team was a challenge, but I was still asked to pull my weight and take on major tasks of the team. Some tasks were large and others were small, but my fellow state officers depended on me to do my part, as I depended on them to do their part. Throughout the year, we all struggled and excelled in the area of dependability, but sometimes you must fail in order to succeed. I have never been asked in my life to play such a large role that has many different impacts on young people's lives. I know that my dependable choices made this last year will help Nebraska HOSA today and in the long run. Although dependability is a small part in the roles of a leader, it is one that will be recognized by many. Thank you, Nebraska HOSA, for helping model me into the future health professional I shall one day become, and for letting me serve you as State Secretary.
And something that says I was here.
Leadership is a mysterious thing, at least to me. Each and every one of us is a leader in our own ways, whether it be through responsibility, honesty, open-mindedness, resourcefulness, or any other leadership trait. When running for state office last year, I had no idea what my personal strengths were. But after serving on this year's leadership team, I've discovered both my strengths and weaknesses. The one that stood out most to me was innovation. HOSA has taught me to become an innovative leader, one that fosters new thinking and is constantly looking to improve. I've introduced, implemented, and experimented with new concepts in HOSA. Thus, I've seen drastic improvements in my self-confidence, which I hope has been reflected through my leadership. Although it is undeniable that I have several areas of improvement, because of HOSA, I've truly grown both as a person and as a leader. Never before did I have such responsibility in my life, and I hope I've made an impact. My newfound innovative skills have helped me become more relatable, adaptable, and reliable as a state officer, and have helped me lead HOSA. So thank you all so much for giving me this opportunity to serve you as state president.
I'll leave nothing less than something that says